Be ready, guys. 5 seconds. Start. Now, sir, when the 10th 5-year plan was under discussion, I happened to be a member of the Committee of Parliament which was dealing with resources, and I happened to belong to that school which thought that the target of the 10th 5-year plan was much too big for our resources, internal as well as external, and the alternative that I, along with others who agreed with me, suggested was that we should fix a series of priorities and cut down those which were non-essential, and that in the alternative we should extend the period of the plan to 6 years or 7 years. Parliament, after debating the whole issue, unanimously agreed in both the houses that the targets of the 10th 5-year plan as laid down by the Planning Commission should be carried out. When Parliament came to that decision, it had before it the minute of dissent written by Professor Rao as well as by one of the members of the Planning Commission. Both these gentlemen had also warned that the target of the plan was much too big for the resources of this country. However, Parliament took that decision, and after that decision we had a general election in the country. The 10th 5-year plan was before the country, and the country by an overwhelming majority approved the plan and returned this party in greater numbers in the Lok Sabha this time than was the case last time. Therefore, it is too late in the way to ask the Finance Minister or the Government of India to scale down the targets of the 10th 5-year plan. We as a people and also as a Parliament are now committed to the execution of this plan, wherein a target of rupees 48,000 crores was fixed. It is now, I believe, increased to rupees 52,000 crores or rupees 54,000 crores. Now, when we have agreed on that basic point, then we must find the resources to implement that plan. For some time, we had also debated the question of deficit financing, which of course is a euphemism in modern parlance for the printing of notes. When we need money, we issue treasury bills, and notes are issued by the Reserve Bank. The sort of thing cannot continue forever. We must be prepared to make whatever sacrifices are needed to implement the 10th plan. Therefore, I submit, starting with these two assumptions, namely that the plan target has got to be implemented, and secondly, the deficit financing has got to be avoided, both in the interests of the economy as well as of progress. We are left with only one option, viz. To impose taxes. I know that our present Finance Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh is a man of conviction, and what is more important, has the courage of his conviction. That is why I think in living memory he is the one Finance Minister who has come out with the bold and courageous plan of imposing taxation to the tune of rupees 1,000 crores in one single year. To impose taxes of the dimension of rupees 1,000 crores in one single year requires tremendous courage, and I must congratulate him for the step that he has taken, because it was the least that any finance minister could do, faced as he was with the circumstances which I have just narrated. With the imposition of these taxes, the uncovered deficit dwindles down to rupees 500 crores. That itself is a great help. I believe the government should take immediate steps. When we are taking very drastic measures to tax every sector of society, from the rich to the poor, it becomes a duty, in fact a trust, that the money that we raise is spent as carefully and as economically as possible. In the general elections, I too had, along with other honorable members of our party and other parties also, to go into the country, to the villages and towns and everywhere. The people did not mind these taxes, but the grievance is that some of the money or a lot of money is being wasted. There was the grievance with regard to corruption on the lower levels of the officialdom, and what is more, that there was considerable wastage. Every official, even a small official, seems to be having a jeep or a Maruti and is running about burning petrol and spending on TADA, etc. And the work is being rushed through in the months of February and March in order that the grant may not lapse, as if the taxpayers' money were meant to be sacrificed ruthlessly and mercilessly whatever happens. Therefore, it becomes necessary for the government, both at the center and in the states at all levels, to see that all the money raised and spent in these plans is fully utilized. One of the serious problems which has been dealt with is the food situation in the country. The President's address very rightly remarked that though it is not alarming, still it is serious. It is of a grave concern. The economy in the country is also not very safe. All these are stark realities which the country and the leaders of society as we are in this august house will have to face.